You're probably wondering why the rink is back on the ballot this April. Well, last fall, we knew the rink was breaking, but it was a hypothetical type of breaking. At some point in the future, something would fail. We kept hoping things would limp along. Now, the rink is actually broken. Many saw the news in late November. Big Larola's skating rink closed. The rink, usually open on November 1st, was not usable until December 5th, 5 weeks late and a quarter of its short season gone.
I think I'd be a little more blunt than what you said, Mr. Chair. I think the rink's broken. I think it's effectively dead.
It turns out that a piece of refrigeration equipment, a condenser, is broken and can't be fixed. We have 2 condenser compressor pairs to cool the brine that runs under the rink and freezes the ice. But when it's warm, you need both pairs. And to start up in the fall, you need both pairs. It's simple. No condenser, no ice, no rink. But it's not just the condenser. The entire building is falling apart.
I would not support any additional investment in a building that frankly should be torn down. I'm sorry. And I feel sad saying that because basically that eliminates our rink in Belmont.
Originally, it was an open air rink with a roof. Then they wrapped metal siding around the chain link fencing. It's an enclosure, not a proper building. The wall panels are not sealed together or sealed to the floor. Many walls are a loose patchwork of panels. You can grab panels and pull them apart a few inches. In some places, they are held to the frame with baling wire. This doesn't help in the creation and maintenance of ice. The ancient refrigeration system slaves away, using loads of energy, trying to keep up. But it's kind of like trying to keep your house air conditioned with all the windows open. The rink enclosure has never been airtight, so of course there is no insulation, no dehumidifiers. It can be incredibly cold inside, or too warm for ice, or too foggy or humid to see well. Rain and snow comes through the roof and walls. Humidity causes condensation on the ceiling, which drips onto the ice, creating dangerous holes and bumps in the ice. Buckets catch drips on and off the ice, and cones are used on the ice to block off melted patches. There is soundproofing on the ceiling, but it has been shredded by nesting birds. Nest debris falls everywhere, as well as bird droppings.
I'm a longtime skater at the Belmont rink. I've brought my kids there for years. It's a great place, but a couple years ago had a scary incident where I tripped over some straw that had fallen from the rafters above and actually took out another skater along the way. It was a little bit of a scary incident.
There have been other injuries from tripping on the uneven and cracked floors caused by heaving. Just last month, a coach tripped when coming off the ice and suffered shattered bones that will take a year to heal. The heaving has compromised the extensive tubing under the ice. No tubing, no coolant, no ice. The steel is profoundly rusted, not just discoloration. This is rusting like you would see on a 50-year-old car in a junkyard. There are places where you cannot see the beam underneath the rust. On top of all that, plumbing is leaking, the electrical system is not sufficient and in some places compromised, and mechanical systems are outdated and failing. If this was a car, you would consider it totaled and sell it for scrap. So that's what we have, a broken refrigeration system in a structure that is not really a building. The select board put it succinctly.
Look, the long and short of it is that this decision is really between a new rink. It's not the new rink and an old rink, the current rink. It's between the new rink and no rink. So let's be very clear what we're talking about here.
Without a community rink in Belmont, there is no place for kids to learn to skate, no open skating for the community, and no home for our hockey programs. Please vote yes on 1 to build the community rink and keep a rink in Belmont.